In this video, we're going to compare features of the Husqvarna 525 BX handheld leaf blower with features of the Echo PB2620 handheld leaf blower. Both of these models are the premium handheld leaf blower in their brand's lineup. So let's start here at the business end of these two leaf blowers. As you can see, both of these leaf blowers come with two secondary blower tubes. Both of them come with a duck-billed end to give you a higher air speed, and both of them come with an open secondary tube to give you more air volume. Looking here at the secondary blower tubes for the Husqvarna 525 BX, you can see this is fairly straightforward. You slide this over the primary tube, and you have two different positions where you can latch the secondary tube onto the primary tube. There's about a 2-inch difference there between the two different positions that you can latch it onto it. So you can make the tube a little bit longer or a little bit shorter depending on your needs. Echo uses their Posi-Lock system on their blower tubes, and this is a very simple design. It gives you multiple positions to lock the blower tube into, and it's easy to latch it into place, and it's also easy to remove the tubes when you want to swap them out. The round open tube on the Echo PB2620 comes with a metal wear ring, just like you'll find on a lot of the Echo commercial backpack leaf blowers. This metal wear ring is for all of us out there that like to give those wet piles of leaf a little bit of a push to get them moving faster. Here you can see that the air outlet on the Echo PB2620 comes straight off the fan. On the Husqvarna 525 BX, they have that contour in the housing so that the air coming off the fan lines up with the operator handle. This helps eliminate those gyroscopic forces that want to twist that leaf blower to the side and kick it, where it feels like it has a lot of power, but it's just the air is off to the side rather than line up with the handle. So you have to keep fighting it to keep it straight. But we have a little bit more on that later on here. But that's the way these two blowers come. The Husqvarna has the air outlet lined up with the handle. The Echo has it off to the side directly over the top of the fan. On the air intake side of these handheld leaf blowers, both of them obviously have guards on there keep from drawing in big pieces of dirt and debris and having them shoot out through the blower tube. Echo has the advantage on this one, though, because they have a second guard on there. It would actually be the first stage, and then you would have another guard built into the blower housing. But the black piece you see here, there's a gap between it and the blower housing so air can still get down in through there. The purpose of this is if you're wearing any kind of loose clothing, like a flannel shirt or something like that, if it's a little bit colder outside, and that gets sucked up tight against the blower intake, your blower's not going to work right. But with the Echo, it'll get sucked up against that black part, and you still have the gap where it's going to suck the air down in through there, and your blower will work okay. This basically makes the Echo PB2620 able to be used right-handed or left-handed. You can see here on the opposite side of the 525 BX, you have the starter. So you would want to keep that fan side away from your body so you wouldn't take that risk of any loose clothing or anything like that sucking up against it and making the blower not work right. If you turn this around and you try to use this in your left hand, that fan guard would be against your body, and that's exactly what it would do. So there again, with the Echo, you can use it right-handed or left-handed. Both of these handheld leaf blowers also come with a secondary handle on the bottom, so if you want to use the leaf blower with two hands to get better control over it, you have the ability to do that. The Husqvarna 525 BX does use Husqvarna's anti-vibe system, which is a spring dampening system that is incorporated into the handles on this blower, much like on their chainsaws. So if you're using the primary handle on the top or using that handle and the secondary handle, those dampening springs are going to take the majority of the vibration out that you would feel coming from the engine. Both of these leaf blowers have very easy to remove starter assemblies on them. Each one of them uses 3 screws, makes them easy to remove if you have a broken rope or something gets jammed up in there. Both of these leaf blowers have translucent gas tanks, and both of those come with tethered gas caps, so you don't run the risk of losing your gas cap. Both of these handheld leaf blowers use a 2-stage air filtration system that starts with a foam air filter. The next stage is where things get really different because the Husqvarna has a good air filter. You see this white flat filter here, but the one on the Echo PB2620 has a rubber seal around it, and it is an automotive style pleated paper air filter. So it's a very heavy duty, durable air filter. You can see here that both models of these handheld leaf blowers have cruise control. They have rubber overlay on the handles to try to help eliminate any kind of static shock. And the stop switches on these are both thumb operated. The Husqvarna one, though, is spring loaded and automatically returns to the run position to prevent trying to pull the rope and flooding the engine out because the ignition switch was not back into the run position. And speaking of ignition, you can see here that the Husqvarna 525BX uses this big, heavy duty spark plug boot on it to keep any moisture out of there, to keep anything from shorting out your ignition system, and to help keep dirt and debris out of your engine cooling fins. Now, as far as noise, you can see here that Echo has the PB2620 labeled as 70 decibels, and Husqvarna 71 decibels on the 525BX. So here we go with the tail of the tape. These are the specifications published by the manufacturers. They are listed in their literature, on their website, and any other places where you would look for specifications for these machines. These are not something that we just made up here. We got the Husqvarna 525BX on the right. We got the Echo PB2620 on the left. Displacement is the same, 25.4 cc on both of them. Blowing force, 15.8 newtons from the 2620 compared to 15 newtons from the 525BX. CFM, which is your air volume, pretty similar. 456 from the Echo, 459 from the Husqvarna. Maximum airspeed in miles per hour, that's a bit different there. 172 Echo is saying on the PB2620 and 192 from the Husqvarna 525BX. The weight, this is dry weight, meaning no gas in the tank or anything, 9.8 pounds compared to 9.48 pounds with the Husqvarna 525BX. So the Husqvarna has a little bit of an advantage there. Fuel capacity, the Echo PB2620 has a 20.3 fluid ounce tank compared to 15.22 fluid ounce tank on Husqvarna 525BX. And as we showed you, both of them come with 2 end pipes included when you purchase the blower. And here's a little bit of a recap on these features we just went over. You can see here, secondary handle, yes for both. Translucent fuel tank, yes for both. Easy remove starter, yes for both. Cruise control, yes for both. 2-stage air filter, yes for both. Anti-vibration, no on the Echo, yes on the Husqvarna. Metal wear ring, yes for the Echo, no for the Husqvarna. Offset blower outlet tube, no for the Echo with an asterisk. And yes on the Husqvarna 525BX. 2 piston rings. Both of these engines come with 2 piston rings on them, so they're going to give you a pretty long run time, and they're going to run really well. Now, back to the asterisk there on the no for the offset blower outlet tube, and like I said earlier, we would talk about that later on here. Well, it's later on. As you can see down at the bottom, we have that you can use the offset primary tube from the Echo PB2520 on the PB2620, so you can get that offset in there if you're worried about that fatigue from the air outlet not lining up with the handle on the leaf blower like you get with the Husqvarna 525. Now, that extra primary tube doesn't really cost all that much. So that brings us to the other big important part here. What is the price? And that's a pretty significant difference between these two machines. Here are your current prices on these two machines. And when I say current, I'm talking September of 2021. $229.99 on the Echo PB2620. It just jumped up $30. It used to be $199.99. The Husqvarna 525BX, $289.99 for it. Now, there are features on that Husqvarna, such as anti-vibe that you're not getting on the Echo. I just mentioned the offset blower housing that you get that feature on the Husqvarna 525BX to eliminate those gyroscopic forces to keep from wearing your wrist out when you're using this thing for long periods of time. But you can buy that primary tube from the PB2520, use it on your 2620, and get the same results. That primary tube from the 2520 is not a $60 tube, so you're still going to be spending less money there if you're looking for that feature specifically. Something else to consider, if you're not using it commercially, the Echo PB2620 comes with a 5-year warranty right off the shelf, nothing extra. The Husqvarna 525BX you have to buy their premixed fuel to get that to jump up from a 2-year warranty to a 5-year warranty. So you're going to spend even more money. One of the big downfalls, and one of the things I should say that actually hurts the sales, I believe, of the Husqvarna 525BX, even though it is a great blower. It's a great handheld blower. I love the anti-vibe feature. This thing runs nice and smooth. But now, with the new price increase, getting up there to $290, when you get that close to $300, that's when people stop thinking handheld and they start thinking backpack leaf blower, because you're entering backpack leaf blower money at $290. Once you get over 300, that's definitely time to start considering a backpack leaf blower. They just improved the 150 BT, got a little bit more power out of it, made some changes to it. So, that's going to be another option. The 350 BT, that's another option. When you start looking at the performance, what you're getting out of this leaf blower for nearly $300, and then you look what you get from a backpack leaf blower, and if you're running a leaf blower for a long period of time, backpack is going to be the way to go most of the time, for most of the people. So again, I really like the Husqvarna 525BX. I think that's going to be something that hurts it, that higher price tag. Um, the people that are price shopping, the Echo's got great features for a much lower price. So it's going to be hard to not go with that PB2620 if you're price shopping. I know you get what you pay for, and in this case here, you do get those extra features like I mentioned, of the anti-vibe and the offset blower housing, and a couple other things that are unique to the Husqvarna 525BX. But my personal opinion, if I'm going to $300, I'm going to take a backpack leaf blower. I'm not going to carry around a handheld leaf blower all day when I can get the backpack for a little bit more. So this is our video here, just comparing these features. Again, this wasn't really a whole lot of opinion. At least we tried to keep away from that. We tried to just give you some of the facts and what these features are for, and a good comparison between the two of them. Anybody could take these blowers out there and hold one in one hand and one in the other hand and say, well, look at this one, it blows more leaves than this one here. And you don't know what they did to the carburetor. You don't know if they have a half-valve spark plug or what else they did to it to make one look better than the other. We gave you the specifications here right from the manufacturer's literature, so you can go look at stuff up yourself and see for yourself. Our point wasn't to say one is better specifically than the other one. It was just to show you what they've got. And if you're considering buying either one of these, then you might want to check out the other one if you have a dealer nearby that has the one product and, not the other. So that's it. Hope you learned something from this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe to this channel, and thanks for watching.